My beer is getting lifted by the wind. It is so flowy. You're sitting here overthinking the situation that you're in because the situation that you're in makes you feel uncomfortable. You're not doing what you want to do because what you're thinking of doing is not perfect enough in your mind. So you're procrastinating. But it's not like you're procrastinating in a good way, which would be non-doing, sitting and just being, but you're just procrastinating and you're just procrastinating. There's nothing else. You're just procrastinating, completely obliterating the significance of each moment. You're trying to create some sort of a perfect approach to whatever you want to do, whatever it is that you want to achieve, you want to complete right now. But you're missing the fact that perfection cannot be created because creation itself is perfection. Trying to create perfection is trying to become creation itself. But you're trying to become something that you already are. You give rise to experiences. You give rise to all kinds of opportunities, all kinds of situations and events in life, but you cannot prepare for them. You cannot make them perfect before they happen. And yet they still happen. You experience them. You go through those events. You go through those situations. And life carries on. Everything is fine. No, nothing tragic or horrible happens most of the time. And even if it does happen like that because it's supposed to happen that way. But then you get into a headspace where, because whatever that event, situation, or experience was, if it didn't happen as perfectly as you would have expected it to happen, you try to fix it. You try to fix the past in the present moment, which is not something you can do. It's already gone. It's out of your control. But then you also get overburdened by the idea of making sure that whatever will happen next, whatever will happen in the future, needs to be perfect. Perfect in a sense that it needs to tick every single box in your list of perfectionism for that event, situation, experience to be acceptable. So we either overthink the past by trying to understand why things were not perfect, why we felt uncomfortable, why we avoided doing certain things in the past, and then we try and somehow, through a perpetual chatter in our mind, create a future that presents us with a perfect opportunity to do whatever it is that we need to do. That also prevents us from enjoying the whole journey of getting to that point in the future that would potentially give us a sense of happiness and peace. Well, because we're looking for that perfection, we're trying to create that perfection by overthinking and not just taking action, not taking mindful and true action. We don't understand that we're trying to create something that is already there. We're trying to recreate something that doesn't need creating at all. All we have to do is just surrender to the experience. Like I have to, for example, surrender right now to this experience of recording a video. I'm trying to materialize some sort of a mind-blowing fact, some sort of a statement of profound knowledge, of profound insight. They will create these experiences for people that watch this video and they'll be like, oh my God, this guy is so smart. He knows so much. I need to follow him. I need to, I don't know, just literally I'm getting absolutely bombarded by flying ants. into my nostril, into my eye, into my bald head. The bottom line is that everything we do is perfect if we don't try to make it perfect. The free flow of creativity, spontaneity, and being fully mindful in whatever the abstract task is will make it as perfect as it can be. The only thing that's really truly perfect is reality itself, and we don't need to create anything else. We don't need to create any other perfection in this existence. We just need to do our absolute best in the moment and just let it happen how it's supposed to happen. Just surrender to the experience of whatever you're doing. Otherwise, you'll be just doing it to do it and not to experience the doing by being in the doing. That's the thing. That's the freaking problem. We're trying so hard to create something profound, something life-changing, something so important. We completely miss the fact that the act of doing that thing that we deem to be as important is important. The experience of surrendering to the whole act of doing is perfection. Because we don't have to try and make something happen. We don't have to think some sort of a future into existence. We don't have to reside in our past for days, weeks to try and, oh my God, make something happen. I literally have a cloud of flying ants behind me now. It wasn't there before, but hey ho. You're trying to make something happen. You're trying to create something out of a thing that is what you're trying to create. But if you just understand that there is nothing to create, there is nothing to change, there's nothing wrong about how you're doing things and what you're doing. And if you just surrender to the act of doing, perfectionism will be insignificant. Perfection will be unnecessary because being true to what you do, being authentic by surrendering to the act of doing, will allow you to do the best doing. Whatever you're trying to do, you're doing good. If it is uncomfortable, you're doing good. If you're making yourself do it, even if it doesn't feel perfect, you're doing good. If you're surrendering to the act of doing, you're doing good. If you really just feel like you want to rip that notepad apart and throw it to the side because what's the point? Why am I doing this? Nobody's going to read what I write. Nobody's going to find value in it. I'm giving knowledge on this piece of paper that no one's going to ever find useful or read. Good. Do it. Keep writing on that notepad. Don't rip it apart. Keep doing it over and over again until you believe that you are doing good. It can be scribbles, it can be doctor-like writing that nobody can read, it can be writing that not even you can read, but just surrender to the experience of doing it and just do it. Because the only way you will move away from perfectionism is not by doing every once in a while as perfectly as you can, by doing as often as you can, as clumsy, as imperfect, as sloppy as you can in the moment. But as long as you surrender to the doing, as long as you don't try and make something happen, but you do it because you want to do it, because it feels right, because it pushes you out of your comfort zone and moves you to a place where you've never been before, but for some reason it feels familiar. It feels like you should be there, even though it's painful, even though you maybe want to cry, even though you just want to curl up and do nothing, even though it feels like, what's the point? It's pointless. No one's going to care. I'm not going to care. Still do it because you want to do it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be thinking about it. Perfection is just a construct that we think we need, but we don't need it because we are already perfect. We just need to realize that. We just need to understand that. And we just need to take present action. Simply present action. Action that we surrendered to. Action that we want to do. It's as simple as that. But man, is it hard. Man, is it hard. Life wouldn't be life if it was easy, would it? It wouldn't be an experience. It wouldn't be something that expands our awareness and consciousness exponentially every single time we go into this state where all we want to do is just retreat in our little hovel and avoid whatever it is that's making us feel this way. This is exactly where you want to sit. And eventually that sensation of, I want to retreat, I'm scared, I'm uncomfortable, fear, anxiety, they will become familiar. They will become familiar in the sense that you will understand why they're there. You will understand why you wanted everything to be perfect. You will become familiar with your shadows that have most likely been there since your childhood. Those deeply ingrained habits that are protecting you from whatever dangerous situation that you might be presented now. Back when you developed the shadows, sure, you had situations that were dangerous, that threatened you in some sort of way, shape, or form, and you developed those shadows that are there with you up until this day. And now it is time to say goodbye. Now it is time to get familiar with your shadows, with your shadow of perfectionism, shadow of low self-belief, shadow of not being worthy enough, not being enough, not being good enough, and just do things. Don't have to just procrastinate, just do things. Do what you want to do. I hope this video helps, and I hope it makes sense. And I also hope that it will make you do things without feeling like they have to be perfect before you actually do them, because you will end up doing a lot more, and you will end up being a lot more present when you do so. I have a free mastermind community where I help people achieve their full potential through mindfulness and spirituality. If that's something that you're interested in, make sure you check out the link in the description. There are guided meditations, there are bi-weekly group meetings, and exclusive monthly content, as well as daily affirmation guidance to help you build belief in yourself and positivity. This has been ailandas.sulcas from Productively Mindful. I love you all. Make sure to leave a comment. Let's have a discussion underneath in the comment section. Forgot to say that, because I always do. But regardless, I love you all, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Goodbye.